Hey, this is Jamie Turner with In60. I'm getting ready to go into the CNN studio to shoot a segment about Facebook's political advertising policy. We're going to talk about what a PR nightmare it is, and also talk about what I would do if I was on the board of directors of Facebook and what advice I would give them. Let's go in the studio and check it out.
Welcome back. Social media giant Facebook, it's under a lot of scrutiny this week over their political advertising policy. The company has decided not to fact-check ads from political candidates to avoid what the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, is calling censorship.
And the policy came to a head after the company allowed a fake page that claims to be linked to President Trump's re-election campaign run ads on its platform. Jamie Turner, CEO of 60secondmarketer.com, is with us now. So I want to ask you, first of all, thank you for being here.
Great to be here.
Thank you. So this week we know 250 employees signed this open letter imploring the company to change its policy and implement some sort of reforms. At what point is free speech censorship? Because that's Mark Zuckerberg's defense here.
It's exactly his defense. He's saying, listen, we're going to stay out of this. This is a free speech issue. We're going to go in and just let politicians run what they want to run. The problem is that politicians can then go in and lie and say something that's not true. Zuckerberg is saying, hands off, we're just going to let the consumer, the political consumer, make a judgment about whether or not they believe this politician or not. And that's the policy that we're going to follow. And it's created a PR nightmare for them. It's just blowing up in their face. And a lot of people are pushing back on it, saying that's not right to allow people to go ahead and lie.
It almost makes it sound like they're being lazy. They don't want to verify what they're allowing on their site.
Yeah, here's the issue, is they have third-party fact checkers for all other advertising. However, with politicians, they go in and they say, we're not going to do third-party fact checkers. A lot of it might be that Facebook is going in and saying, oh my gosh, we'd be, having to hire reams and reams of fact checkers. Mm-hmm. But I really think the issue comes down to a 1934 law by the Federal Communications Commission for broadcasters that basically said, if you're going to run an ad on broadcast, you have to run ads for both parties, for both sides of the spectrum, and you should not censor those ads. So I think what Facebook is actually doing is saying, that's the law for broadcasters. We don't fall under that law. Yeah. But I think we're going to just follow it because it's a safe thing for us to do. It's blown up in their face. It's been a disaster.
Yeah, and this supports the argument that even Zuckerberg, whether he fully believes it or not, suggested there should be special regulation for this space versus television and radio and newspaper. Let me ask you this. How do they reconcile this decision not to fact check with the claims that they are profiting off of misinformation campaigns?
Yeah. I'm glad
domestic and foreign.
I'm glad you asked that question. They don't make a ton of money. It's only 0.5% of their ad revenues come from political advertising. So even though that's out there that, they're making money off of this. In fact, Elizabeth Warren said, Facebook's making a ton of money. They don't make a ton of money. It's not worth 0.5% of your ad revenues to go through the PR nightmare they're going through right now. I think really, literally, Zuckerberg is sitting around going, how do I handle this? The best thing I can do is follow the law. Or what I would do if I were on their board of directors, I would say, just don't run political advertising.
Like Twitter.
Yeah.
Why not follow that path?
They should. They really should either evolve the policy and say we are going to fact check it, or go in and say, you know what, we don't want the PR nightmare around this, and we don't want the revenue around this. Mm-hmm. Let's just back off and say we're not going to run political ads anymore. It would be a very clean, crisp, logical thing for them to do, and why they're setting themselves up for legislation, which is the worst outcome for them, because then they got to follow all these laws. New laws that are written, they don't have control over those laws. Yeah. I would just say, guys,
just extract themselves.
Well, this is certainly a space that is evolving day by day. Yeah. Jamie Turner, always good to have you here.
Great to see you guys.
Good to see you, Jamie.
Yeah, good to see you.
All right, it's a wrap. This is Jamie Turner with In60. We just got through doing the segment Inside about Facebook's political advertising strategy. Tell me what you think. Do you think Facebook is handling this properly? What would you do if you were Mark Zuckerberg running Facebook? My name is Jamie Turner. This has been In60, and I'll catch you next time.